I want to state for emphasis that there is no need repeating myself. I have been speaking on this issue. The Igbo man must be forceful and determined. I know there are internal forces fighting him, apart from external forces. And it's not only us, external forces and internal forces are fighting other groups all over the world. But we must be firm and root and determined. We must treat our enemies as enemies and treat our friends as friends. You don't use kid gloves on your enemies. The whole essence of life is war. The whole essence of life is war. Either you are fighting or you are not fighting. Either you keep quiet and you are crushed, or you crush your own enemy. Whoever declares Ndi Igbo an enemy must be taken as an enemy, and the Igbos must be ruthless with their enemies. What did I say? We must be ruthless with our enemies. Days are gone when the Igbos will continue to talk about Egbe belogo bere. Egbe be ugo achon ko be egbe ugo. Either you agree that I'm not or you are not. You're going to extinct. Those who are determined will extinct you. Debia.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the second day of October 2024. That's Abobo Chiodie. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. Do not deny them listening to this hallowed platform. This is where we disseminate the gospel of freedom, the gospel of emancipation from both physical, mental, and physical entanglements. Therefore, draw nearer to your listening devices. We are live and direct. You can be listening to Radio Biafra London via our multiple platforms. We are on FM in many parts of Biafra land, and others are coming also. If you are not receiving FM 102.1 in your zone in Biafra land, please be patient. Work is on the way. Therefore, you can sacrifice to make do with other different platforms, though it might cost you a little money. We are on satellite, free-to-air satellite. We are on free-to-air satellite. You go to radio section, you search for Radio Biafra, and you will be hearing us live and direct. Also, you can download IPOB Community Radio. IPOB Community Radio. It is a very low data consuming application. We are also there 247. Together you can also download Simple Radio. Simple Radio. Simple Radio, you scroll to Radio Biafra London and you'll be hearing from us. You'll be hearing, receiving this information. For you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Hearing the truth does not set you free, but knowing it. How do you know? You inquire, you investigate, you aspire to know. And once you know the truth, you become a free person. That is what we disseminate here. Because Radio Biafra is a revolutionary radio. Radio Biafra is in defense of freedom. Do not forget that we are live and direct. Today is the second day of October 2024. Therefore, we must continue what we are doing. There is no going back. There is no stopping. There is something I play a statement by one of our elders. Yes. Let me replay it for you to know. Because we are in a world, a brutal world. That is the truth. We are in a brutal world. Listen again.
That makes Rivers State to be a state member for Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide. Having said that, I want to state for emphasis that there is no need repeating myself. I have been speaking on this issue. The Igbo man must be forceful and determined. I know
we must be forceful and determined. Are you hearing me? You know, life is about force. For your information, when you even look at the biology of our body's function, it is about force, pressure. Without pressure, our body will never function. We eat our food, swallow it due to pressure. Peristalsis in our esophagus down to the whole it passes the whole intestine. Removal of waste products also, the same thing, pressure. So, we are in a world of pressure. You know, as you may know, this world is rotating. Double rotation. Thousands and thousands of kilometers per hour. The first rotation around itself, and now the same thousand or even more than 100,000 kilometers per hour around the sun. So it's generating a lot of pressure. The world we are in is a world of brutality, a world where there is natural selection, the survival of the fittest. If you keep quiet, you become crushed. That is it. If you see, when you look at the people that are extinct, they are always peaceful people. People regarded as peaceful. Oh, they are peaceful. They don't like problem. If you don't like problem, you get out of this world. I am telling you. You don't like problem. Where there is absolute peace, go to the cemetery. That is where there is. You stay there. That is where there is absolute peace. For us to survive as a people, we must be brutal, as the world is. What we are learning in this world, you know, IPOB opened our eyes. Mazi is our leader, our supreme leader, who is in the end. Us to understand through Radio Biafra and IPOB how the world works, the world dynamics. When you look at a lion, an agile lion, what makes up the lion is different dead elephants, dead deers, other dead animals that wants to survive. But that is the makeup of a lion. It consumes others in order to be what he is. Are you hearing me? So, we must be brutal in our approach. Gone are the days when they take Igbos. Yes, we don't look for problem, but in the world of today, we must defend our interests with brutality, with extreme brutality. There is a clip I will also play about, it's on my timeline, Jonas Raphael, on Facebook. I think Mazi Chinasanwori also is also on his timeline. Let me bring it out. A confession or a revelation, I will not call it confession. A revelation of a former CIA director. How America destroyed other places. The war in many countries for them to be great. Because without eating others, you will not be big. You understand? That is the rule of the world. Brutality. Let me finish playing this one.
Internal forces fighting him, apart from external forces. And it's not only us, external forces and internal forces are fighting other groups all over the world.
Yes.
But we must be firm and determined.
Firm and determined, ruthless.
We must treat our enemies as enemies and treat our friends as friends.
Of course.
You don't use kid gloves on your enemies.
Yes.
The whole essence of life is war.
The whole essence of life is war. This man kill it here. Life is war. Do you see, as I'm speaking, there are bacteria and other different types of organisms that are perpetually fighting in my body, in each and every one of us, our bodies, making sure to kill us. It's a war. And our bodies are also armed with our natural immune that is fighting. This is 247. It's about war, because our immune is more powerful than all those ones, all those foreign bodies, all those antigens. That is why we are still alive. It's a process. War, death, war, then equals to life. Death, war, life, death, war, life. That is how the world is. So for us to understand, that is why it is said, he who loves his life loses it. You know, if you love your life too much, you cannot even enlist in order to become a military personnel in a place where there is war, mostly. In a place where there is war, like in Ukraine, like in Israel, like in Lebanon, like in Russia, like in many other places. Because you know that you might die. But the issue is that your death is contributing to the building of the country, solidifying the country. So that is, in death there is life. If you see that, that is what this man is trying to portray. In death there is life. But when everybody say no, no, we don't want to, I don't want to die, I beg, you will be alive, but you will live in penury. You will regret and say, now why are we even alive? Like the type of life the Nigerian Caliphate is trying to subjugate us, Biafrans, to live a life of regret. You know, there comes a time when you say, no, it's better, is it not better I die safe than living like this? So, in order to avoid this type of life, regrettable life, we become brutal against our enemies and be good to our friends. That is it.
The whole essence of life is war. Either you are fighting or you are not fighting. Either you keep quiet and you are crushed, or you crush your own enemy. Whoever declares Igbo an enemy must be taken as an enemy, and Igbos must be ruthless with their enemies. What did I say? We must be ruthless with our enemies. Days are gone when the Igbos will continue to talk about Egbe belogo bere. Egbe be ugo achoro ko be egbe ugo. Either you agree that I'm a local or you are not. You're going to extinct. Those who are determined will extinct you.
Of course. Of course. I totally agree with this man. He's a wise man. I totally agree. If you stay in this world, say no, you don't want a problem, you don't want to fight, you will become a football. Look at the Fulani. A minute minority being armed by America and the West, as they do to other places. They do in South America, in Central America. They destroy civilizations for them to be great. That is why I tell you, look, when you see a lion, you admire a lion, very strong. Are you hearing me? Very strong. You admire a lion. That lion you are seeing, what you are seeing, his components, the components that is giving him the future of a lion are the blood of different other animals. You can, if you want, call them innocent animals. It's what he's feeding on. That is why you see, you cannot be strong without, showing your strength. And how do you show your strength? To use it against others. That is the rule of this world. I want to remind us this always, so that we stop looking for pity. No person pities you. We are in a world where there is no pity. In a pitiless world, where you have to fight in order to rise up. You go to the bush, a forest, just check around the whole plants. Some are little, you see dead plants, you see all of them are fighting for survival. You will see the one that grows, comes out, sprouts and become big tree. He will start overshadowing others. Go to a very thick forest. It's not a farmland, a thick forest, virgin. When you see big trees there, you will see under the trees there are little or no small plants. You see dead leaves, because it has overshadowed that place, so that the sun does not pierce under. And once the plants that cannot get the sun, they will not grow. He made it. That is the world we are in. You have to rise up. Look at the chaos that is going on everywhere. Israel, with other Arab countries, with Iran, America is supporting those that they are supporting. Russia, Ukraine, Russia is fighting off in order to rise more and more against NATO, against European Union with America, against the West, because they want to subjugate Russia to become ordinary country, so that once they say Russia cannot counter no other person. And that is a unipolar world they want to maintain. That is what is going on, so that they can be able to come out and make a decree in their own way, use their media preponderance. Tell everybody, every country now, you have to make a law that male are now female. I'm just giving an example. And there will be if you say they crush you, either through your food, they crush you through anyhow. They are in charge of our government. That is why Chinedu, I think Chinedu is flying again to London. He's on the news headline. President Chinedu departs Abuja Wednesday for UK vacation, about 2 weeks after return from London. That is it. He is the person that is oh, God Almighty. Do you know a president normally that has the state secret always going vacation on foreign land, like United Kingdom? Do you know what it means? He's going to give account, physical, of what he is doing, and to receive more instruction. That is it. Are you hearing me? Do you know that it is rare for countries like America and other advanced countries, for their presidents, number one citizens, to be in office, to go on vacation in another country, in a foreign land? Do you know that? Because anything can go wrong. Are you hearing me? About state secret. But the Nigerian president, even why do you celebrate? You say you have independence. Sometimes it's horrific, it's shameful. Let me play this clip. Just listen to this clip. Let me play this fresh clip. Just hold on.
Ladies and
just hold on. Let me first play this clip. There is one clip that just come in. I will play it, but let me play this one for you to understand, the world we are in.
Constitutional democracies in over 20 countries. We manipulated elections in dozens of countries.
A former CIA. This is a former CIA director speaking, making revelations. Listen.
We created standing armies and directed them to fight. We went after to organize ethnic minorities to encourage them to revolt. The first thing we did in
that is America, the government. They arm ethnic minorities in different countries, arm them, train them in order to go all-out war against others, like what the Fulani is doing today in Nigeria. It comes from the horse's mouth. It's what he engaged in. That is how they are great. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So, when you talk about justice in this world, you are demented. There is no justice. There is no equity. It depends on the contact you have. It depends on who you know. It depends on your type of politics. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This world is about the right politics to survive. I say people, I'm not talking about individual. The right politics to survive. That is why the will also, the actions, the organization of the people. That is what matters. This man listened to his revelation.
Nicaragua was to go to the Mosquito Indians, who had never gotten along with the other people in Nicaragua very well, and give them more money than they had seen in the entirety of history, and arms and training and rationales and sanctuaries in Honduras, and sent them into Nicaragua to attack, kill, fight, rape, burn, pillage. And this is an insidious thing.
They arm minority ethnicities, like in Nicaragua, what they did, what he specifically did under his command as a CIA, he supervised. They arm my ethnic minority. When they see that there is a problem, these are the people that could be used. They arm minority in order to offset the balance, so that there will be no balance. Minority will be killing everybody. Have you asked yourself, how is Boko Haram getting arms? How many times have you seen, recorded on social media where Western choppers used to bring arms to Fulani killer headers? They call the bandits. How many times? Boko Haram has been on the rampage since 2000. Fulani headsmen on the rampage. ISIS or ISWAP. The same thing. Do you think all those things are just by luck? Or it's just out of coincidence? No. It is there for a purpose. Dr. Njemanze revealed something, but Nigerians do not care. They are into content creation. They are into comedy. They don't care about what the future holds for everybody. And Bigot came to Nigeria always on red carpet, welcomed on red carpet. Do you see? Nobody cares. These are the actions of America, the CIA, the West in general. They arm the Fulani, they arm the ethnic minority in order to go on rampage against others. They will be getting what they want. They will be stealing, and they keep everywhere bleeding, as they want Russia to be bleeding, to weaken Russia, so that they cannot rise up. They cannot even be thinking of helping others. Do you see that is their policy? Russia will be engaged in Ukraine to the extent that, they will keep them busy, and no, for them, they will not be able to help other countries. Are you hearing me? That is what is going on. That is the world we are in. Continue listening.
Society is torn with racial conflict to attack, kill, fight, rape, burn, pillage. And this is an insidious thing. Every society is torn with racial conflicts and conflicts with minorities. Think how violent our nation is. Think what if there were a superpower so big that we didn't dare even flap back or strike back at them, that were coming to our minorities with huge sums of money and arms and training people from our minority groups and sending them into the country to do open acts of violence. How we would rise up and the bloodbath that would ensue. And this has been a technique the CIA has used in Nicaragua.
This is a technique the CIA has used. He asked his fellow Americans, he said, look, imagine that a foreign country come to America and arm the minority groups to kill them, to pillage, rape their women, kill unborn babies as they want. How would you feel? How will every American rise up against it? But he said this is what they are doing in foreign countries, like Nigeria. This is what they are doing, like in Congo, in Nicaragua, in Thailand. This is what makes them, oh, God bless America. Hey, God. Oh, this is it. This is it. It comes from the John Stockwell. This is a former CIA director. You know, sometimes why I like some of them is this. After committing all this, they cannot bear, when they look back at what they have committed. Some of them cannot bear it. I say, no, we need to confess to the world. We need to reveal to the world so that people will know. To remove that guilt in him. Are you hearing me? That is why the other clip I played, the man said, this world is about war. Life is about war. Nandobog is about war. That's it. So, you make yourself strong. How do you become strong? Or more stronger? Being unified under one umbrella. Being guided by our natural ideology. Not these people say, they say, no, I know they are among. In a place, a people that cannot be organized. These are a people destined to extinction. We should understand the world we are in. Here on Radio Biafra, we tell you how the world, the dynamics of the world. It is not what we are thinking. The way we think, oh, we will be here. Oh, they will come and help us. Oh, yeah, come and give us a Biafra. Oh, yeah, come and do this. How many have you done for people? How many? You see in Ukraine, when the war broke out, you see how foreigners start running away. Even at the train station going to Poland and other places, they start, black people, Africans start, they don't want us to go. They are favoring their citizens first, white people first. Every time you are running away. When they finish fighting, you go start to claiming right. Do you help them? But you want people, hey, come and do it for us. No, you by yourself. We must. That is how the world is. There is no pity. This world is not about pity. It's about interest. It's about resistance. It's about fighting. It's about warring. It's about you being brutal. It's about you being heady. Being collective. and being consistent in what your aspiration, in order to build a system that can make everybody to thrive, the system that we can be proud of, not being proud of other people's system. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When we say, look at this Nigerian, he's a Nigerian man that built this thing, but where is he? In America? Why couldn't he do it in our place? Because there is no system. The system does not favor the talent. Do you see it? The first thing for people to do is to build a system, not individual. Build a system. That is cultivating a garden. Before you are, as a farmer, before you can plant and the plant will grow, you have to prepare the land, water it. If there is no water, if there is no rain, you irrigate it. You apply manure if it is not rich. You remove the grasses, you remove the weeds. You don't go to inside the contour, inside the thick forest, start planting. You plant a cassava, plant a tomato, plant, say it will grow. No. You must prepare. That is building a system. And you also create structures, which means you have to protect it from insects. Be ready, because all those plants will be attacked by insects, by different diseases. You'll be ready, even physical animals. So to protect the place, not when it starts growing, monkeys will go and start destroying it. Other animals, insects, you must prepare all these things. That is for you to have a successful garden. That is a system. Building a system, so that nothing, the whole plants will be growing. That is what it is like building a country. It's a system, building a system. It's not about individualism. The garden or the farm must be prepared, tilled, weeds removed, unwanted trees removed. Ground tilled. Now it will, when you plant it, will sprout. That is a system. When you as a black person, as a Nigerian, you thrive in America, you thrive in Canada, and you say, look at what you have built. It's not you, it's the system that made you sprout out that talent. Why is it that you see the Nigerian footballer now, Osimhen? Why is he shining? But why is he shining now? I think now he's in Turkey. From Italy to Turkey. People are, thousands if not millions of people are supporting, watching him, and he is going very well. Because it is the system they built that is making him to grow, to showcase his talent. Had it been he stays in Nigeria, where there is no money in football, he will grow old and become nothing. There are people that place more than him, but they have in Nigeria. Nothing. Because there is no system, there is no vibrant system, favorable system that will make their talent to sprout. Last time, how many years back, Dangote, I think somebody posted it, I saw it also. Dangote was talking about his ambition to buy Arsenal. Dangote, the richest man in Africa, the Hausa man or Fulani man. I was looking, I was shaking head. I think they told him 4 billion, and he was saying it's too much. He wanted to buy Arsenal. And I look at people, I look at black people, I look at Nigerians, I shiver. This money, this man, what makes him, listen, as rich as he is, he wants to go to where in the club of Ndiocha, so that in the midst of them, no. Whereas he never, they look at him, that is why they raise the price so that he cannot buy it. Because they look at your background, they say, look, this is an idiot. You want to come and reap where he does not sow. He's having more being wealthy does not mean that he should be counted as equal to us. When you ask who is the owner of Arsenal, like Manchester City, the owner I think from UAE, if I'm not wrong. Now this one, UAE, go Dubai, they have built their country. They look at your background. Your money is nothing. They look at your place, how you walk in your place. Had it been Dangote, they have a normal common sense. He would have started with, even if it is canopilas, one club in Nigeria, whether or not he buy to build one nice stadium, make people develop only one club, so that club, everybody, every player in any club in Nigeria will like to be, so that people, at least you see people receiving maybe 10 million naira in a month in that one club. That is how development comes. Before you know it, they will be winning Nigerian Premier League. From Nigerian Premier League, they will be winning African Champions League. From there, all that is stimulation, competition. But do they know it? From there, other billionaires will say, okay, this man is doing this, let me also buy one club. From there, everybody, people, that is, you start up a competition from your homeland, from your place. But no, how many are monkey now? They treated him like monkey. So if this Russian man can come and buy, what is his club? Is it Chelsea? An Arab man can buy this other one, Manchester City. Chinese man buy another club in England. Now you're calling a Nigerian will come and buy us. Look at the monkey. They refer you, they check your country first. Say, look at all these other people, they check the background of their countries. They know that they are doing well, that they are worthy. What makes them not to develop Nigerian league? What makes them? He had the money. He can build and beautify one stadium, makes it their own stadium. Buy a club, the players, it becomes a prestigious club. They can be signing players 100 million naira, 200 million naira. People will be, you see, people, when you give money now, people will bring out their talents, and everybody will want to play there. You must be qualified. Instead of going to Europe, people will now start flocking there and taking all the trophies, both Nigerian and African, even going international or intercontinental. But Nigeria, they don't want to build. They want to go and enjoy where it is already made. You see it? So that is it. To build a country. Let me tell you, if you're a Biafran, anywhere you are around the world, in other people's built country, please stop complaining about discrimination. It is not your place. Whenever you are being discriminated, it is something that should remind you that, look, we need to build a system. Don't blame them. I say, don't blame them. How will you feel when you were in your father's land? In Olo, in a Newi, everywhere will be developed, 24/7 electricity, roads, everything. You will have a metro, everything. People will be dying to come to get visa to come to our land. When people come, they will be, making every way to marry our old women to get paper. Have you imagined yourself? How will you be feeling? What type of pride? You will be filled with pride. Do you see that? So, whenever, anywhere you are, I say, stop claiming right. It's not your place. If you are being discriminated, so there, Let it energize you so that you support what IPOB is doing to restore our nation. You hearing me? Don't claim because I'm black, because I'm an African, because I'm a Nigerian. No. Stop claiming that. It blinds your eyes. Be annoyed. Let there be positive indignation in you to make you be remembering your place. That we need to build our place. We need to. If I'm in my land, can this person I'm sitting in a train be closing his nose? He don't want me to sit down. He don't want to sit down near a black person, near me. Maybe because I'm in his land. Imagine I'm in my place, developed. Will I be undergoing this? Let this be your thought always. Not claiming right. No, you must. No. Please. It's an advice. Very, very bitter one. But it's normal. Please. Let's continue listening to this ex-CIA director.
In Thailand, in Vietnam, in Laos, in the Congo, in Iran, Iraq with the Kurds, in different parts of the world. We created, trained, and funded death squads like the Treasury Police and elsewhere.
They've created, funded, and trained death squads. Death squads. Like the Fulani headsmen killers. Like the Fulani terrorists they call bandits. The hands that is sponsoring them is the West. When they are killing, pillaging, destroying our farmland, and you see our men and women crying, shedding tears, they cut the people in pieces in our farms. These are sponsored by the West. Look at them. These are the main terrorists in the world. Are you hearing me? When after they come and do lip service in television, no, we condemn what is going on, but they are sponsoring it. That is the wicked world we are in. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is it, the reality.
El Salvador, that are responsible for killing as many as 70,000 people, according to the count of the Catholic Church. And we've assassinated world leaders.
We have assassinated world leaders,
including the United States President.
Including the United States President in 1963. Who is that? John F. Kennedy. After they do write Warren Christopher report. I read that. I feel and one day we know I am Kakaraka. It's a CIA job, but they nail it on one person, and after they kill the person, Lee Harvard Oswald, that he killed the president. It's a single-handed operation. It's this and that. That is a report. It's their problem anyway. It's not my concern. But what they are causing all over the world, that is our problem. That is our problem. But they are the people that will start preaching. They will preach to us about human rights. They will preach to us about everything. But they are guilty of all. We must rise up and stand on our feet. When you understand these secrets, now you become armed with reality on how to go with this in this world. This is not a world of roses. Are you hearing me? You don't do nothing. You stay quiet and don't do nothing and become completely subjugated to be slaves, living on your knees all the days of your life. We rise up to fight as we are doing to restore a nation, and we continue building this nation to a standard, creating a system that is vibrant, a vibrant system that is for the benefit of everybody.
1963, and I'll get to that in more detail in just a moment. Getting back to the subject of democracy, since that's something that Bush and everyone is talking about right now, I remind you of Chile. In 1973, the CIA organized the overthrow of Salvador Allende, the democratically elected president of Chile. And
that is it. They talk of democracy, but all is to their, as long as it's serving them. If your so-called democracy is not serving them, they will destroy you. They will remove you. In one way or the other, they will remove you, so that they will be in charge. Millions of people dying in their hands all over the world. They are sponsoring them. Everything. That is the world we are in.
He was killed in the process, and we killed General Schneider, who was the pro-U.S. defender of the Constitution there, in order to put the CI's representative Pinochet in power. And Henry Kissinger's, when he was grilled by the Congress over this program, his rationale was, yes, the issues are much too important for the Chilean voters to be left to decide for themselves. Now, there was a long CI destabilization and propaganda campaign against China. We were parachuting teams from Quemoy, Matsu, Tibet, Burma, Thailand to destabilize China with the propaganda campaign, the propaganda aimed at the United States as well as China and other parts of the world, until eventually we talked ourselves into the Korean War, in which 1 million people were, where we fought China in Korea and 1 million people were killed. There was a long CI destabilization and propaganda campaign against Vietnam until we talked ourselves into going into Vietnam to fight, and 2 million people were killed. Again, read for yourselves. Read Bill Blum's book, The CIA, A Forgotten History. Read Portrait of a Cold Warrior by Joseph Burkholder Smith, who was a CI case officer in Southeast Asia. Read Fire in the Lake by Frances Fitzgerald, the daughter of Desmond Fitzgerald, the famous CI chief of operations of Southeast Asia. Read Deadly Deceits by Ralph McGehee, another case officer who served in Southeast Asia. Read Decent Interval by Frank Snapp, who covered the period of time in Vietnam 73, 75. He and I were colleagues there at that time. Or if you will, read my own book, In Search of Enemies by Norton, which remains the only insider's detailed account of the inner functionings of a covert action. Or read Washington's War on Nicaragua by Holly Sklar, not written by an insider, but a remarkable detail on the Nicaraguan operation, great detail of how that operation has been run. Trying to come to grips with these CI activities and these broad numbers, trying to figure out how many people have been killed. You can count it up different ways. You can never be sure how many people are killed in the jungles of Laos or the hills of Nicaragua. But adding them up as best we can, we come up with a figure of 6 million people killed, minimum figure.
Minimum figure of 6 million people killed in the jungles of Nicaragua. Today, these are the people that they call the illegal immigrants. They push the impoverished people and they build walls to let them out. They make you poor, make you miserable in your country so that you start coming to their place as your savior. I am telling you, this is a wicked world. I'm telling you honestly, this is a wicked world. So we have to find a way in order to fit ourselves in this wicked world. Yes, that's it. If you continue saying, that's why when I look at our people, this religious mindset, it pains me a lot. Because this religion blinds our people not to understand how the world works. Oh, this is God is good, the devil is bad. Who tell you that? Who tell you that? If you cannot commit atrocities as a people, you cannot make it as a people. I'm saying. I want the people, please. I want our people, and then go make research. The establishment of this Israel you are seeing in the mandate of Palestine. Go and make researches. Not reading one piece and come out. No. You study deep. Make researches and find out. And you will see, you will come out with a different mindset. We praise people that commits genocides against people, and we are shouting of Fulani committing genocide against us as indigenous people. Does it make sense? Does it make sense at all? When I look at our people, they use media propaganda. Western propaganda can turn your killer, you will embrace your killer and shoot your savior. That is what is happening to our brain. Make researches and studies. Stop this religious sentiment. Blockade it. Be neutral in your mindset and make researches. And you will thank me later. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You will understand the politics of the world. There are things I will not, I don't want to say. But go make your researches and you find out by yourself.
It has to be more than that. 1 million in the Korean War, 2 million in the Vietnam War, 800,000 in Indonesia, a couple of million in Cambodia, 20,000 in Angola, the operation I was part of, 22,000 in Nicaragua. Again, the figure the New York.
These figures he's talking about is a minimum. Just minimum figures of people, dead people that lost their lives in the operations for being great, for making America great. These are number people 700 million, 700,000, 80,000, 20,000 in Angola, 6 million in Congo. These are people that perish, people that we are innocent people. You know, when we talk about you either human being is a political animal. Are you hearing me? In one way, there is no innocent human being, because you must be political. That is political about being conscious about your nationality, your nation. That is political. Are you hearing me? Because a nation, you are a component of your nation. So removing you, depleting your numbers is also doing harm to your nation. That is what it means. When they kill us as Biafrans, they have killed this person. They are depleting our numbers and they are harming us as a nation. Because that person that is killed, that person you call innocent person that was killed, he is useful. She is useful in our nation. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Who knows that Philip Emeagwali will become the inventor of a supercomputer today? Philip Emeagwali that said, I think he suffered from kwashiorkor. Had it been he died, who would have done it? Had it been he was killed in the war, he would have been one of the people, a number. Oh, all those people. Do you know the people that are being shot and killed by Nigerian police, innocent Biafrans? Do you know what the contribution they would have made to this, our effort to our country in the future? Do you know that? Do you know what it means? This man is counting figures, rough figures, dead people, depleting people that would have given their country one thing or the other. Some that would have even been the president, some would have been even the revolutionary leaders of revolution, some would have been inventors of one thing or the other, some would have been contributing one thing, but they killed them, they extinguished them. That is it. So when you are hearing him talking about figures, is dead people, what they cause to be great. Hearing what I'm saying? Many people, what is happening in the Middle East, I see when I look at the comments of some of our people, even in this struggle, I don't know whether I start shedding tears or what. Ignorance is what is driving our people. I don't want to enter into, I'm not supporting any side, but imagine what we are suffering. Other people are suffering the same fate, and you are supporting their killers, and you want to be free from your own killer. Are you not useless? Are you not stupid? Tell me, how are you not stupid? Just let us tell ourselves the truth. We are not supporting one side or the other, but it is their problem. But we learn from them. And when you are there, supporting maybe the killer of people that are like you, and you are in the same situation, you want justice for you, because they are taking over your land, and you are supporting some other people openly. Oh, what does it make you? Tell me. Do you think you will see your own? Just like we praise in the Bible, that is why we praise, we read Bible. Oh, and God of Israel tell them, go and destroy, kill everybody, kill the indigenous people, the Jebusites, the Amorites. They have sinned, and now Israel become their punisher. Their God to tell them, go and kill. The same way, and when you praise them, use it to do sermon in your churches. Remember, the suffering you are suffering, the God of the fallen, he tell them the same thing. The Allah tell them, you have sinned because you are infidel. They say, go and take their land. Kill their that is why they come in our farmland and kill and destroy, because their God have told them the same thing. How are you going to do you see the correlation? So sometimes you become neutral in your judgment, not only praising only openly because of sentiment, because it makes you idiot. You idiot. It makes you think, reason foolishly. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Continue listening.
Time sites, you're dealing with large numbers of people who died who would not have died if our tax dollars had not been spent by the CIA to exacerbate situations and destabilize and set people to fighting. So you began to analyze these figures to figure out.
And set people to fighting. They destabilize countries and set people to fighting. They use raw dollars. You know, somebody said that when America they are owing billions or trillions of money or dollars. How they will not pay it. They will not be ever going to pay it because the dollar belongs to them. They simply print the dollars. Somebody will tell me, no, there is a control, sophisticated control. Is it not human being controlling it? All these words of, briefcases of money they use, they come, they give Boko Haram members, give them hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to give them an arms in order to get solid minerals from them illegally. How do they get it? Is it not their money? They simply, I know the CIA, the America have secret printing for their own illegal uses, CIA covert operations. They have it. They can't control them. It's a paper. They simply print it and bring it out. Before, North Korea engaged in printing dollar. America started, America was hunting them. That's why America, even in the high sea, in Pacific Ocean, America, because if they print it, containers of dollars, you can never find out the same. The same. Some people say it's only when you burn the money, the notes. Now the smoke, from the smoke, But how can you burn money? Because they have the original, how do they call it? The original this thing, with that thing they used to print it. They have it. They have everything. North Korea. America, is their money they are using. So that is unipolar world. If you send money, let's say any money you send through electronic device, converted to dollars or any from Naira to which other city, send from Ghana to Nigeria or Nigeria to Ghana. Then first of all convert it to dollar, convert the Naira to dollar. Now the dollar, they now convert it back to Ghana city. For example, just giving an example. So America have their commission. So the whole transactions that is going on, America, international transactions, America have their commission in everything as dollars because you are using their money. That is what Russia now, America shoot themselves in the foot. They sanctioned Russia, and Russia now is trying to win themselves, WEAN, from using American dollars, and it's going to hurt America in the future. Because when they successfully, as they have done another mode of payment, apart from American dollar, you see different countries will now be doing businesses no more with dollars, with their own currencies. The convertibility will no more involve dollar, And at that time, America will be losing, heavy losing. Because as of today, they are gaining in everything. You sell crude oil from Nigeria, is dollar. You sell crude oil Nigeria from Nigeria to, let's say, to another African country, to Rwanda, America again, because you are using their money. That is unipolar world. This is what the world is trying to enter into multipolarism, whereby you have other choices. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You have other choices. Just like there is a one news headline. They say, wait, let me see whether I can. Okay, Google bans a Pan-African media organization over alleged link to Russia. Do you see it? Because it is their thing. They monopolize it. Google. But this will make other search engines, you have other search engines, to come up and become more popular. And people will start bypassing American Google and others. Where did I see it again? Where did I see it again? You know, Google bans Pan-African. Wait. Google bans Pan-African. Come on, come now. My goodness me. Just hold on. I don't know. Google bans Pan-African media organization over alleged links to Russia. It is their thing. So they call, don't you see how like in our outlets in Facebook, don't you see how they are stifling us? Right from the time of Mazi, don't you see every time he's crying? Now we don't even talk again. You go to our IPOB Rapture Media, the Biafran Digest. What you see there, when Radio Biafra, you see 500 plays. But in the real sense of it, it is being watched by more than 30,000 people. But they could, just to discourage you. Some places you will be broadcasting, they will not even be seeing it. It is their thing. It is a unipolar world. That is what America wants to maintain. That is why this war everywhere. In order to maintain unipolarity, so that they become the all and all, the apex of the pyramid. You don't dare talk. Everything, they will direct you how you do. If I'm talking something that is not, they will not allow you to see it. They will not allow you to hear. Have you forgotten when our Radio Biafra, they removed it? They bought Radio Biafra. It's an Israeli company that was hosting Radio Biafra. Have you forgotten? They don't pity you. They don't say, oh yeah, you like us as Israel, we are brothers. So Biafrans, okay, no. 2015, immediately Buhari enter power, they remove it. A couple Radio Biafra. That's why some of our people out of sentiment. When you are not informed, you are deformed, honestly speaking. After IPOB went around begging everywhere to pay in a satellite, no way. The people that gave us what we are using today is people that you hate. That's why I'm leading our people. No, ignorance. Remove religion. If we are talking out of with authority. Remove religion. Those that are using religion to love, they hate you with reckless. They don't even see you as a human being. People that see you as a human being, people that want you to make friends with you, people that serve you are the people you are hating. It's very, very sad, honestly. Very, very sad. The people that make, if I'm talking, you are listening. You're tuning on IPOB community radio, is the people that you will ever hate because of one religion or the other, because of sentiment. But all the people that they are saving us, the people you call ndị Chukwu kpọpụtara na ndị nke Chukwu na ndị gị na ha ụmụnne gị, you are supporting blindly. These are the people, they don't even know that you existed. They don't care whether you are alive or whether you are rotten. That is not their problem. So we should be wise. In politics, there is no sentiment. It's about interest. It's about interest. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We should be wise. That's the only thing I will say. Let me continue playing this, because this man made revelations. I think he said it many years back.
Who are these 6 million people we've killed? And again, that's a minimum figure.
6 million people they killed. When they are, this man, a human being, they destroy lives they cannot create. 6 million people, 700,000, 1 million, 500,000, 80,000, 30,000 human being they killed. And those people that are being killed, suffering, they didn't know that when you tell them, the worst is they will be killing you, supporting, arming, training your killers. Now you see them, they will use one NGO or the other, be bringing food for you so that to sanitize their image, and you'll be praising them. Oh, they are saving us. These people, they love us. So you don't know that they are your killers. I'm telling you, I don't. Sometimes someone say, is it? Are you the we see players, world players. I cannot understand. You see what they are doing. Whenever you touch, for example, as we are talking about religion, you will see people come, hey, Biafra, Gabon. There is a way they work. This is politics. They will be killing you in wholesale killing, sponsoring your killing. Now they will use in order to deceive you, to make you love them, love your killers. One or two people, one or non-governmental organization, they will allow them to be bringing you food. Do you see how they work? So that you will say, hey, knife no be them. Hey, but they are your killers. You don't know. The wise abracadabra, the more you look, the less you see. That is why we need to be sophisticated in our head. We need to be highly sophisticated in thinking, in reasoning. Not straightforward. This world is not straightforward. It's the more you look, the less you see. So we must be accustomed to the politics of this world. What matters in this world is interest. Rise up and play your own politics. That is the word. You must rise up not as an individual, because individually you can't do nothing. As a group, as a nation, support what we are doing. Support whatever that we are doing. This IPOB, we are championing this fight. That is the truth that is glaring in our eyes. Support what we are doing. Look at what they put. They ban. Google bans Pan-African Media Organization over alleged link to Russia to make people run away from Russia, so that you become they are the only way, the truth, and the life. As your religion tells you, you want to say it's the only way. It's the only way. That is how they work. You don't know that is how they work. No multipolarism. Everything is uni. They monopolize. They fall and they monopolize. They don't care. That is it. Pan-African Digital Media Organization, African Stream, has accused Google of censorship after the American tech giant locked it out of the Gmail workspace. That's it. That's it. Now you'll be defending yourself. No, I don't have link with Russia. But these are the people that are preaching democracy. What is democracy? Majority rule. Democracy is allowing people to have choice, multiplicity. Is it not? Then why they don't allow you to make your choice as a human being? No, they direct you. No, their enemy must be your enemy. Their enemy must be your enemy. That's why Madiba Mandela looked them in the face in America and told them, look, the worst mistake America is making is thinking that their enemy must be our enemy. When ANC was fighting for survival against apartheid, Palestine was helping them, even training their militia men, helping them in every both money, anyhow. Whereas Israel is staunchly supporting the apartheid regime, even try to help them to develop nuclear weapons to destroy the whole black people. Man, support. Chai. When Mandela went to New York, they questioned him. You say you're a Democrat, champion democracy. Why are you supporting PLO as a terrorist organization? Don't you know it's a terrorist? How to terrorist? Whereas Hama would the number one terrorist of the world. Mandela tell them, and let me tell you, do you see the stance of South Africa today? It right from apartheid regime, when they declared the ANC a terrorist organization. They declared Mandela a terrorist. Do you know that? Declared him a terrorist, fighting for your freedom. They declare him a terrorist, so that they support apartheid regime against black people. Now, when you get your you because you America. Now let us reject the people that I didn't know. Now we support, we leave them because they are your enemies. This world, there is no sentiment. You have to stand gidigim and engage in the right politics. That is it. That is it. But our people don't understand politics. They thought that this world is straightforward. Oh, it's the same religion. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, we are all brothers. Oh, yeah, God of Israel is, now we are the same. Even they are laughing. They are laughing at you. Let us call a spade a spade. Let me finish playing this. Then I'll open the lines.
Conservatives tell us it's a dangerous world. Our enemies have to die so we can be safe and secure. Some of them say, I'm sorry about that, but that's the way the world is. We have to accept this reality.
We have to accept this reality. That is how the world is. Let me bring back what he said.
The fighting. So you began to analyze these figures to figure out who are these 6 million people we've killed. And again, that's a minimum figure. The conservatives tell us it's a dangerous world. Our enemies have to...
It's a dangerous world. He said the conservatives tell us we are living in a dangerous world. Our enemies have to die so that we can be powerful.
Die so we can be safe and secure.
To be safe and secure.
Some of them say, I'm sorry about that, but that's the way the world is. We have to accept this reality.
I'm sorry. That is how the world is. We have to say, people that eat and feel like you, they have to die so that we can feel safe and secure, so that you can be powerful. That's the rule of the world. I don't argue that. That is the truth. We must work ourselves into being powerful. That is the most important thing. We should not be sheepish. We should not be following sheepishly. Openly. No. We have to chart our own path and do our own thing, and that is what we are doing.
So you begin to study these things and rip through them and analyze them and break them apart, and you find some shocking common denominators come out to you. Namely, for example, since 1954, we do not parachute teams into the Soviet Union to destabilize the country in a brutal way. Coincidentally, 1954 was the first year the Soviets developed their actual capability of actually dropping atomic weapons on the United States. For other reasons, we don't do these things in England, France, Sweden, Norway, Belgium, Switzerland, etc. These things are all done in countries of the third world where the governments don't have the power to force the United States to stop destabilizing the country and brutalizing their people. These 6 million people killed are people of the Mitumba Mountains of the Congo and the jungles of Southeast Asia and the hills of northern Nicaragua. Conspicuously, they're people who don't have ICBMs or armies or navies. They don't have any capability of doing physical hurt to the United States. The 22,000 killed in Nicaragua, for example, they're conspicuously not Russians. They're not Cuban soldiers or advisors. They're not even percentage-wise mostly Sandinistas. They're mostly rag-poor peasants, including a high percentage of women and children. Communists? I'm sorry, they're mostly Roman Catholics. Enemies of the United States? I can't give you that one either, because we have all these witnesses who've gone down to live in their villages with them, and they invariably come back to testify that the Nicaraguans are the warmest people on the face of the earth, and they love people from the United States, and they simply cannot understand why our leaders would want to rationalize spending $1 billion on a contraforce to go into their villages, to kill them and mutilate them while their families are forced to watch.
That is it. The man concluded, he said, the people, they sponsored their killings, their maimings, their exterminations, are people that are powerless. People that does not even pose any threat against the United States. The people that can drop bomb like the Soviet Union, as of that time, 1954, he gave example, like France, like other. No, the people that have capability, they will not do all this type of thing. They are poor people that they can go and like Haiti. Look at what is happening in Haiti. They take their, they impoverish them since independence as black people, and they take their meteorite, their rare earth in Haiti. America have been harvesting free of charge with all these confusions. Is the world we are living. We need to come in terms with this world. If you know all these things, you must join hands together with IPOB, support IPOB in order for us to restore ourselves, to restore our nation, so that we build a system that can be formidable, a system where people, everybody have the capability of thriving, the system that can now make our talents to sprout out like plants, to germinate like plants. Because in Nigeria, nothing. What are you going to do? Ordinary electricity in Nigeria. Do you know what lack of electricity is preventing in Nigeria? Do you know lack of job being caused by lack of electricity? If you have money to invest on something, for example, little money you want to use to start up one business, you will first of all, another burden will be, how will you get electricity and be fueling it? Do you see? Ordinary welding job. You buy your generator. How many people can do that? You see, they made us obsolete. In Nigeria, we are completely obsolete, completely useless as a people. They made us useless. All our talents, without a system, you cannot boast of. Your talents will die with you. It's just like all these footballers, African footballers. Why they shine mostly in Europe? Where? Because there is a system that brings them up. You see them. You go Eto of Cameroon. Today, I think he's the minister of minister of sports in their place, or football, this thing. I don't know. A very big footballer. He shined because he was put into the garden, the right garden, where his talent now germinates. There are many, even more than him in Africa, that their talents are dead. Why? Because there is no conducive environment. No favorable environment. It's just like you go to, you say, you're a farmer, you are farming. You go and carry this thing, maize, seedlings, and just spread in the bush without clearing the bush. You spread it. Some of them can grow immediately, other weeds will kill them. Some of them, as you are putting their animals, we go and use them. Okay, because it's not conducive for them. These are corns that would have germinated normally. Had it been you put them in a very nice, conducive environment, they germinate and do well. They made Africa so that before, I'm giving an example as footballer. Before you can shine, you stay in Europe. If you see one thing, there is something I see like in this football. Sometimes I see Nigerians making mouth in social media on football. You see, this Nosime, he is receiving so amount of money. How they will be calling Nigerian player receiving millions of dollars in Europe. When they compare it to South Africa, they say South Africans are no, they don't have players. They don't know that South Africa. How many of them are in Europe? How many South African footballers are in Europe? Very few, if there is any self. They are gradually and painstakingly building their system. You building up their football system. You see Nigerians playing in South Africa. Oh, Chineke, and you be yapping them. You don't know. Even like in North Africa. Like in North Africa, they are building their football leagues to standard. Before you know, maybe in the next 30 years, they will be competing. I mean, their clubs, their national leagues will be competing with even other international this like Europe. But you now, what you count is individual player. Oh, you have to go to Europe to shine because you don't know that you are more. You are nothing. You want to hear about nothing. While others are trying to build, no matter how hard they are building it, little by little. You are making mouth that you have Osimhen playing. They are paying him so you look at how he's scoring in another people's system. Why can't he play and be somebody in your own system? You see how bad it is, and the mentality of our people very, very bad, that they don't think in this way. We must continue anyway. Let me just read one other news headline. In this Ohaneze Ndigbo. How many times he called them? These are puppets. Remember. Let me see, where they are begging. Okay. Let me bring it out. Let me read the news headline before I open the line. Grant Nnamdi Kanu political pardon for Nigeria's independence anniversary. Ohaneze Ndigbo tells Chinedu. These people. They are begging Grant Nnamdi Kanu. How do you think? Just tell me, a beggar. Do you see a beggar in Nigeria that is living well? Every time you see him, he's living a miserable life because he's a beggar. People move out and give a beggar just mostly what you don't even need. 1 coins, 150 naira, 110 naira. You're a beggar because you don't need it again. You have stayed long there, you give it. That's what a beggar gets. And he continues living miserable lives. This is what Ohaneze Ndigbo is. The mentality they are pushing into us, that we must beg in Nigeria. Why are you begging? We have been blastering them. Stop begging Nigerian government for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Are you hearing me? Stop begging. This begging they see us as miserable beggars, miserable human beings. We can't go nowhere with it. Begging. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. He is there. And he's a freedom fighter. So, it is not about begging. You can never beg your way out. Don't you see how where is Igbo presidency 2023? Didn't they beg? They cried. They begged. Give us even. I think somebody, one Igbo old man said that time, even if he needs me, let me lie down flat in the ground to beg Yoruba, beg Hausa, please leave us, give Igbo presidency. What are you going? Even if they give it to you, what are you going to do with it? They'll frustrate you because it's under begging. You'll be under contract. Look at how you are going to do. Look at how you are going to do. Look at what you are going, and you do it. If you don't do it, they will frustrate you to the extent the people will stone you. So there is in this world, if you continue begging, you will live. You are a slave. It's only slaves that beg. When it comes to political stand, you must fight your way out. That is the reality of the world. This Ohaneze Ndigbo, I don't know. Sometimes they will say what elders see on there. No, let me not look at, because they are not elders. They are just old people. Because foolish people also grow old. Foolish people also grows old. What old people sit down or see now, young people they cannot see it even climbing a Iroko tree. Now sometimes I ask, why not Habia Tunyeta Yazun here now? What makes them always begging? What? Has Iwanyawo not gone? Was he not an elder? Was he not an elder or old man? Wasn't he the person? He's one of the main person that brought a hope also them to Imo State. Because I could remember when Emeki Hedioha was objecting, he cautioned Emeki Hedioha when they removed him. He cautioned him. He said, "Go and keep quiet, otherwise you become a political leper." I will never forget this statement. And it's a pity that I didn't bring Mazi Wanyawo on Radio Biafra because of the ban on for him to speak on radio by the leadership. Otherwise, I talked with him privately, and he was ready to come on air. I told him I wanted to embarrass him. I wanted to embarrass him on air. Now he's gone. That's why I'm saying this, or you revealing it, or even he's gone. I would have asked him, Oga, that time you tell look at what you brought in Imo State, because you are the first, you are one of the people that brought this guy Okebeke in Imo State. How will you defend it? I want to hear what he would have said. Today he's gone, he's no more. But the evil legacy he left is haunting every one of us and our future generations. Don't you see that? Don't you see that? Ohaneze Ndigbo all the time begging. Where is Igbo presidency 2023? Now, 2027 they will come and with another format. No, it's now time is this and they are Chukwonyo wanna get Chuk Amamo hey Ekwensu because my guy Ekwensu every time na Ekwensu Mbara because I am go Ekwensu Ekwensu boy okopon na okonyo na gagwa bia wakwa election as Where is Igbo presidency 2023? They beg to the extent they killed our people for it. How many thousands of our youths, of our people they killed because of election, because of Igbo presidency 2023? Today, none of them talk about it, and they thought that we forget. They beg every time they were begging. Oh, we give us. Don't worry. They told them kill your people. Look at where is Naiwodo? Naiwodo that went and started singing praises of Nyetsomwike for killing, destroying the lives of people, making people fatherless and motherless. In Obibo, he went there and started praising him just for Igbo presidency, for him to Ndia, or these people. Ndia, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. Let me stop. Say grant Nnamdi Kanu political pardon for Nigeria's independence. Is he a criminal? that you are granting pardon? Did he commit any offense that you are begging for pardon? Everything you are begging. These people, normally, if they don't know what to talk, let them just keep quiet. It's better they keep quiet so that they don't embarrass us. They continue embarrassing us. Sometimes I say I wanted to ask let Emmanuel Iwanya on Radio Biafra say, what is that thing you people what are those things that you are seeing every time you are begging in Nigeria? Please tell us. Can you tell us so that every time you see that there is nothing, they are just going there for their own, private interest, nothing more. Because as I said the other day, the same way you are doing your buying and selling private as an Igbo man, open your shop, that is the same way these politicians, that is their politics is the same thing, is a business, their own private business, the way they are making ends meet, like you doing, or like each and every one of us doing your work or doing your business. That is the same thing, to feed your family. They are doing their politics to feed their family, to live extra large. That is the only thing. Individualism. No, it has nothing to do with our collective interest. Nothing. No agenda. There is no collective agenda of Igbo people since after the war. It is only IPOB that came and broke the bond. It's only IPOB. That is what Mazi and the Kano have done, organizing us to have common focus, common ideology, common program, different from what we are programmed to be, individualistic. A people sentenced to individual hustle is a people going into extinction. Do you hear me? That is the truth. These European Jews that are today in the Israel, you are hearing, they were like that, selfish, all of them. Every part of Europe, they food there, they do their business, doing their things. They were progressing, but they were always targeted, because Europeans don't see them as Europeans. They see them as Jews, that they cannot bend them. They have their own ideology. Are you hearing me? Why don't you ask yourself, when they were looking for a country, why didn't Europe give them one place in one European land and say, okay, you stay there, you don't have problem, and they allow them to go where there will be problem till their kingdom come? This is a food for thought for you. Make research and find out why. Why didn't they give them any piece of land in any part of, even in Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Southern Europe, Eastern, anywhere? Say, oh yeah, go. You people have suffered. Instead, they export them. First of all, they try to export them to Africa. You know that? They contemplated sending them to Africa, so that in between Kenya and Uganda, Kenya. You know that? But they know that it will be more catastrophic, because they say, how come it will be conspicuous that the land is not theirs? Because how come these people are white and we are black? They come to take our land. Today. They didn't remove one piece of land in Europe and say, okay, me wanna manage you here. Take it as your country, no problem. This is food for thought. Go and make your researches. Go and make your researches and find out. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break, and when I come back, I will open the lines so that people can start calling. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. go to the state now? Can I go to North now as a traditional ruler to be drinking beer in public of any Ogun State indigene going to the North to be creating nuisance? Can I go to Ogun State now? Can I go to North now as a traditional ruler to be drinking beer in public and Ogogoro? Tell me what will happen. Everybody keeps talking as if we don't like Fulanis. No! They are also Nigerians, but their fundamental right does not imply them coming to be killing people in their land. We are becoming a slave in our land. And this is right time we need to let the government know that if the government refuses to do what is right, then people should be able, don't blame anybody to take weapons and defend himself. Because in our constitution, there is self-defense.
One, nobody has your interest. Two, everybody is chasing their interests. In politics, you must understand the following. One, nobody has your interest. Two, everybody is chasing their interests. Three, dealing with politicians is like sleeping with tigers. You must always have your eyes wide open. Four, and this is one of my favorites. In any political equation, there's always someone being used. If you look around and you can't find that person, then it is you. 5, serving politicians is like a bandage on a wound. Once the wound is healed, your usefulness ends. 6, in politics, never will more than the bereaved. They will get the reward while you inherit their enemies. 7, in politics, in any event, if other interests conflict with your interests and you have to choose, always choose yours. Number 8, never cross oceans for politicians. You may drown. And it goes on and on. 3, dealing with politicians is
so that Nigerians can understand the voices of millions of Igbo cannot be heard, so that Nigerians can understand the degree to which secession by the Igbo represents their popular choice. Nigeria has had to fight two terrible wars to preserve the country. The North has paid its dues in that war, and indeed in many ways throughout the history of our country. Under our current circumstances, no Nigerian should welcome another war to keep this country together. The North in particular has more than enough challenges, and we recognize that violent secession by any part of Nigeria will compound the problems of all Nigerians under which we live. The Forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it, then the country should be advised not to stand in its way. It will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigerians to leave a country we have all toiled to build and a country we all have responsibility to fix. But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria. The voices of millions of Igbo cannot be heard.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 2nd day of October 2024. Tata Bo Bochurie. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line as usual is +1 213 328 6224. Our direct line, I repeat once more, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. You can call us now and give us your view on issues at hand, issues discussed. There is even one. You can call us just as. Let me see. Caller on direct line. Let me just pick you. Caller on direct line. You are the first caller. Can you hear me, please? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. No, you dropped the line. Why? You dropped the line. There is this headline which I forgot to even. There is this headline about the Hizbah of the North. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on direct line. Once again, I don't know. Why are you on movement? I don't know. There is this let me see. Where you can be calling, please. If you have anything to contribute, you call. There is this news headline which I want to also bring to the limelight about, yes, he said Kano State Hizbah, that is, is a Hizbah police, bans sports betting, sets new rule on courtship, night movement for women. Do you see this northern Nigeria? When we are talking about Biafra restoration, they are doing their own thing. They are restoring their own, they are living their own, a country in a country. But people don't know. I am telling you honestly. People don't know. They make rules, but they want us to live on. It's only we that is shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Let me pick this. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. I don't know. Please, if you are calling, I don't know. Remove your. If you are driving or if you are calling, you are Bluetooth. Remove it. Talk to the phone direct. Otherwise, you continue interrupting this line. Please. You call, you go off. So, what am I trying to say? Kano Hizbah bans sports betting, sets new rule on courtship. If you do all these things in our land, they will challenge. They say, no, this is Nigeria, one Nigeria. No, it's Nigeria. It's them that will come to tell us how to live in our land. They want us to live under one Nigeria, but they don't do it in their own land. They have their rule. They have a Hizbah police. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Mazi, please, I will not pick your call again. Are you trying to disturb this line? I don't know. So, it's only our people. Ndị Igbo in Nigeria. Ha ma na-ekego nkokwa. It is October 2nd, today's news. Today, October 2nd, 2024. The Kano State Hizbah Board has announced a ban on all forms of sports betting in the state. You know, they are born, you know, that is their life. Call on direct line. Can you hear me? I will not pick this call again. Don't try call again. I will not pick. You call 4 times. You don't, and it's direct line. So our lines are open. As I said, you can call in, please. Our direct line, our WhatsApp and Signal line. So as I was saying, they are living under Sharia, which is a different country, different state altogether. But in our land, let me tell you, you see, we Biafrans, IPOB, we should start making our direct laws. I'm telling you, they have a Hizbah police, but when we talk about ESN, if even our own people that are being used to fight against ESN, to fight against anything that concerns us. But they have their Hizbah police, they are making their own laws, they are living their own lives. That is even over, they don't care about Nigerian law. But whenever it comes to our own thing, we want to do at least regulate our own life. They say, no, well, Nigeria is for everybody, this and that. Imagine you cannot drink a beer alcohol in Kano. Imagine. But when we tell them that, look, you are animals, the animals you are bringing, you are using it to destroy our land. Stop rolling around in the afternoon. I mean, or you have a place, stay one place to graze it. They say, no, this is Nigeria, everybody must. They don't care to respect whatever we respect, whatever that is that is sacred to us. They don't care. Now they invoke, imagine that is us. Let us reverse it. That is us that say no drinking of alcohol, and they are drinking it. They will say, no, it's all is one Nigeria. Everywhere there must be beer, there must be alcohol. But when they say it, they will, they will always go towards what they say. They will implement it with their own Hizbah police. But they don't want us to do our own thing. No. I'm telling you, Biafrans, we must find a way of making our own laws subtly, one by one. The problem we are having is all these so-called politicians. They are the first that, they will come in order to destroy what we are doing. Say, no, it's Nigeria. They will have all the time, they will invoke Nigeria law, Nigeria. But Hizbah police is doing their own thing. Caller on Signal, please. Go on. Welcome to the program. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
My location.
Yeah, well.
I remember Mazi, Celestine, calling from Coastal Region of Biafra, Akwa Ibom precisely. Professor Jonas, we cannot discuss our problem without discussing the effect of the war on us. And that is why I personally keep emphasizing on what the war caused on us. And while talking about the war, I will particularly make inferences about the sabotage, the betrayals. And the reason being that these very people that betray us were not punished. To Today, the Eastern politicians are at competition on who will betray the people the most. I mean the Biafra politicians. All of them are in competition on who will betray and they sell their people the most, so that they will be rewarded the way they were rewarded by the way the people who betray us during the genocidal war were rewarded. And you are seeing that they are happening. And that is why when you watch the activities of the Eastern politicians today, you will understand that instead of diving in politics of self-preservation, they are more of playing politics of self-destruction. Unlike what is happening in the western part of the so-called Nigeria and the northern part of so-called Nigeria, where their politicians are predominantly interested in politics of self-preservation. So, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, we must have to find a way to punish betrayers so that they will serve as example and deterrent that people will look upon, and when they remember the price for treachery and the betrayer, they will also think twice. It is one thing that I am telling us, reminding the leadership that we should try to match out action plans that we should activate to make sure that all these bunches of traitors in the corridor of Nigeria politics are being punished. The other side I want to talk is about international politics. And I want us to understand that the international politics is all about international interest. There is nothing like international relation or international dialogue. We cannot talk about dialogue or election without talking about interest. And you as a race who devalue your personal human value system, they will understand that you have succumbed to intimidation into total submission, and you will never find your feet in the affairs of the world. That is why in this IPOB, even if we are dying, let us die with semblance of human dignity. And when it happens like that, the world will respect you, because they would understand that you are a human being and no human indifference. That is the message I'm giving to our people. Freedom fighting is not, it doesn't recognize emotion and the sentiment. It is anchored on the cardinal principle of command and control. If they say move, if the driver say move, move. If the driver says stop, you stop. There is nothing like you are practicing democracy and freedom fighting. This is what our people must have to get into their psyche this very light. And the earlier we understand it, the better it will also help us in our quest for Biafra restoration. But as for Biafra, we go nowhere, Professor Jonathan, because it is our religion, it is our identity, it is our heritage, and this message of freedom must continually be preached to the humanity. That Biafrans, regardless of the world do, regardless of the world do, regardless of what the enemies do, Biafra must come to be in and have their stake in the war of our faith. We fight for Biafra, and we must continue to preach this gospel of freedom. Thank you, Professor Jonathan. Continue the good work. May Chuko Kika bless you. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Almost say Biafra. There, well, thank you very much. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line, are you still there? No, I think he has dropped. We must continue. Yes, we must continue doing what we are doing. In international politics, in the world of politics, there is nothing like pity. There is nothing like love or hate. It's only interest. that matters. That is what is considered. Nothing more. What can you bring to the table? That is what matters. Caller on, let me see. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Go on, please. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes. Mazi, Professor Jonas.
There, Mazi.
Yes. How are you?
We are good. I'm good. There. And you too?
And I pray for him to is the grace.
Mazi, your voice used to enter inside like muffled and come out and go in and come out and go in. I don't know. Keep the telephone steady.
I'm speaking direct to my phone.
I say keep it steady on your mouth. Keep it steady to your mouth.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So as I said, I pray that God will continue to give you and all those who are in the helps of our school with restoration project and struggle, with grace and wisdom and all that is necessary to continue pushing until our freedom comes. I really, really admire you a lot because I know somehow you have a lot of responsibility. For whichever way you can squeeze out this time to give us this awareness and clear knowledge. This 1 + 1 equals to 2 knowledge. This common sense is not common type of knowledge. Almighty will continue to bless you. Yes, just 1 or 2 things I would loved to talk. And because I wasn't able to join the program from the onset, but I picked 1 or 2 things which I would like to respond to. And it has to do with the understanding that this word is people.
Is it your phone that is? I don't know. Sometimes
my phone is stationary.
No, there is a way it's sounding sometimes. It's sounding muffled, something like muffled after it come out, after it become muffled. I don't know why. But just continue.
You know, the part of I am in a place where we have different wild unchained hungry animals. So
okay.
You should understand how that system
Okay, go on.
So please, bear with me. So as I was saying, I would like to add 1 or 2 things based on the place I put something and said that this word is wicked. So and 1 or 2 other things. But I want to stop that. There is one time you made program, I called in and I was fortunate enough to get audience. And I told you that life is the way you see it, from any minute element to the universe, or anyhow you want to see it. It has a system. And that system is you as a person, or you as a people, is the only one that has the right to give yourself the standard and organization you need. Anything that goes away from you as a person or you as a people, what you have is a jungle. Anything that goes away from you as a person or you as a people, guys, I'm talking about a unit. What you have is a jungle. And in a jungle, the strongest takes it all. So forget anything they teach you in your church or in political science or anywhere. The fact remains that it is only you as a person or you as a people that have the right to organize yourself and do your things in an orderly or organized pattern. Anything that goes beyond that is the strongest take it all. He that has the power has it all. So you shouldn't feel bad when you are weak. what you should do is you as a person need to now organize yourself to be strong. Or you as a people need to organize yourself to be strong. So that you will become part of the lions, part of the tigers, part of the hyenas, and not to be the antelope, the rats, and the bull, because that is how nature is. Even in the world of plants, when you plant what they call it, your plant, if you don't go and weed out all those ones, they will play and dot your innocent thought and they will devour it. So it is you that will now go and organize it in such a way that it will not be prayed. So that is the way nature works. Thank you. Let me stop here for now.
There we go. Thank you very much. Of course. That's it. What you said it all. Another thing is, even when you are trying to organize, there are some external forces that will try to be disorganizing you. So that is where resilience enters. You continue fighting to organize. You continue resisting, because as I played the clip, this world is the world. Life is a war. You don't give up. If you say, no, wow, you become overwhelmed by the forces, which means you give up and you live like a servant or a slave. That is it. So sometimes you have the capability. Even sometimes you can feel to be overwhelmed, but you don't stop because you continue fighting. Caller on direct line, can you hear me, Mazi? What is happening to my direct line today? It's cutting. People are calling after a cut, after it drops. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line. I know him neku. Caller on direct line. Mazi chukwe na know him neku. No. I don't know what is happening. Caller on signal. Call on.
Yes, my brother, I'm hearing you.
There, well, go on, please, go on.
It's sounding very far, but are you hearing me?
Yes, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on, go on.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi, and I'm reaching you from the Netherlands. You know, my brother, what you said about being strong, tenacious, uncompromising, and ruthless in order to stay alive, even achieve our goals, develop and advance. We don't have to prove to anybody that we are nice. We believe in live and let live. We believe in individual ownership of land and property or properties by acquisition, that is purchase, and or inheritance. And if anybody or people want to take or drink what is yours or ours, you and or we must fight and fight for it until we get justice and equity. You know, one of our problem is effort and addiction to be and be seen as peaceful. Sure, we are peaceful and loving, but our starting point must be justice and equity. Peace, love, and nicety will be the byproduct of justice and equity. Like you said, my brother Jonathan, we should be neutral. I'm going to the international politics now. We should be neutral in the case of the war between Israelis and Palestinians. And if you support two-state solution, you are not biased or partial. It's still on that neutrality. And even American, European, Israeli politicians and their allies all support two-state solution. It remains implementation of policies to achieve the same. And if you oppose mass and indiscriminate killing and slaughter of civilians on both sides, you are first of all human, and you are right. You know, some of us are still suffering from religious conditioning and brainwashing. Oh, these are God's children. The others are not. This is quite wrong. All human beings are the same human family, created by the same God or Mother Nature, whatever you believe. You see, there's something you treat, we are treating in this radio Biafra. It was about 2 days ago or so, you know, about Nigerian Senate or legislators rejecting regionalism or regionalization of Nigeria. Just imagine a country reject a proposal to be like Dubai, the Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates, because when they go to Dubai and buy houses and go on vacation, they refuse that Dubai is a part of the United Arab Emirates. It's a part of a union of Emirates. They are peaceful. The country is peaceful. It's developed. It's advancing. Yeah, and so people are given a choice to be like that. Oh no, if you do it, you will give Igbos Biafra. So you reject development, peacefulness and advancement and technology and infrastructure. But because you want to not to give Biafrans what they want, you want to go on with unworkable, irreconcilable, irredeemable, and morose contraption. And you say, oh, you don't want to give. Remember that Sweden, Norway, and Iceland was a country ruled by Denmark. It was Danish kingdom. But Denmark gave these people independence in spite of the issues that were in the Norway and the other places. Denmark said, okay, be independent so that we remain in peace as Scandinavian people. Remember that Dutch, the Netherlands, and Belgium, and Luxembourg were one country before they were divided for peace and development. So why is Nigerians so-called, that's why we and I call those people fake patriots, because they don't work for the interest of the country, nor for the interest of the people. They neither love the country, nor do they love the people. All they love, they have stomach infrastructure politicians. What they love is what will go into their stomach and into their bag, and into their pockets. And so that is why we, Biafrans, we must have a change of mindset to focus on Biafra, support the Directorate of State of IPOB. They are our cabinet. support the Eastern Security Network that is guarding our homeland. Join Biafra movement, join IPOB, so that we will join hands together and restore Biafra. God bless Biafra. Thank you, my brother. Good night.
There were Mazi, of course. That's it. You gave a very good analogy of Dubai. When you talk about Dubai, people don't know. Many people thought that Dubai is a country. Many people, they are thinking that Dubai is a country. Dubai is not a country. Dubai is just a region. A region in United Arab Emirates. But they are run on, federated unit. So that anybody, either Dubai, the other, what do you call it? Abu Dhabi. Yeah, Abu Dhabi is another. Let them develop in their own way. The weak center. And that is why Dubai is doing well. Had it been, they have a very strong center, Dubai wouldn't have been shining. The other places would have been drawing it down, saying, no, the way you are going to go, no, don't open up. It's not like that. So they would have been locked up in, going down. That is it. Well, when you they brought it up in the case of Nigeria, they said no, if we do it, which means Biafra. They are afraid of Igbos. I don't know this type of fear. They are afraid that we'll give Igbos Biafra. They will develop more than any other place. No. That is what they don't want. They don't want. They thought that they are holding us. They are holding everybody. Caller on Signal, please go on. I don't know what happened to my WhatsApp today. I think you'll be the last caller. People are not calling on WhatsApp. Go on, call on Signal. Go on.
I hope I'm coming out, sir.
You are coming out clear. Go on.
Please don't mind where I am. I'm just on the way. Mazi, may God bless you for your program. We must continue, Mazi. Mazi, I want to talk about this on Ndoshi. That's trying to make themselves relevant. They are trying to, tell this Uncle Bubu that we are the people that need to be condemned. Mazi, it is time for we to show these people that not going to they will not. This is Igbo. It is time for we to let them know that enough is enough. Trying to use our head and drink Gary. Mazi, we can never allow that such to continue happening because our leader is innocent. Our leader was extraordinary rendition and the kidnapped by this Zoo government, and which we know that extraordinary rendition is a crime. Is a crime in international law, which Nigeria is a signatory to. So we can never allow that sort of thing to happen. And as Ndibo must reshape and also take just hang on, then we take their drugs, let them go and carry their clothes, wear them bath, because we can never allow them. This time around, we have determined to restore the kingdom of God on earth. Now, you see what I watched one video this evening where I describe it as African leaders who is selfishness try to acquire wealth and make themselves to become a king on their own selfish interest. Mazi, I wept when I see this video. This one African president built a mansion, built everything only for himself and his family, and they let other people die. Mazi, that is the mentality of African leaders. And that to say, if there is anywhere, if there is any kingdom, maybe people may assume when you die, you go there. These African leaders, then we find all the whole means to go there and acquire all the whole wealth. Then we find means to go there and acquire all the whole wealth. Mazi, look at this Kanu. this Kanu husband, what they call them. Mazi, our people are still sleeping. Our people are still sleeping, and it is time for we to implement whatever is the rule or the law that which we want to guide our people. Time for we to take it, or because you can't go to North and you sit down drinking beer. You can't go to North, maybe you are sweating. It's okay, let me wear singlet and come out for your domot or your front of your yard and sit. All those you can't do it in the North. They use their Sharia law and everything to stop you, even to take you without taking you to police station. They will take you to their Sharia prison, Sharia law, and they freeze you there. Mazi, what am I saying? Mazi, we can never continue like this. These politicians, yes, they see this contraction as a business, and that is why these politicians always see everything they do in this country as a business. Only business for themselves, for their family. Other people go to hell, go and die. That is only what they know, because they see politics as a business of their family, and that is why they can do anything to secure and they go into that business of their selfish interest to acquire wealth only for themselves and their family. Other people, they doesn't care about you. I want to use this opportunity to tell our people the time is now. Support the leadership. Support the leadership. Support the leadership, because our people can never wake up until when the thing is in their doorstep. When the thing is about to consume them, that is when they will start looking for solution. This is the time for you to support the leadership of IPOB. For leadership to do and manifest everything necessary for you to get out from this contraction called Nigeria before it is too late for us. Mazi, but we, under the leadership IPOB, we have signed, we have determined, whether good or bad, whether rain is falling, whether sun is shining, whether everything is turning upside down. Mazi, we have determined that this kingdom of God on earth called Biafra must come to stay. No going back, whether they like it or not. Mazi, may God bless you. Thank you for your good work. Good night, Mazi, from here.
I don't know my direct line, what happened, and even my WhatsApp. Well, this is where I'm going to stop. Biafrans and lovers of freedom will continue. Just as our brothers say, in what is happening, we have no side to take. We are neutral. But we are watching and making use of our brains. That is the thing. We should understand. Let me hint it again. In this world, it is a brutal world where you have to fight out. So you fight for your own right. Fight. Life is about fighting. There is no pity. You know, it's about collective interest. Wise people are collective. That's why Japan, in their education or educational system, the way they program their educational system, it is they teach their children right from kindergarten about teamwork, not individualism. About teamwork, working in group. Individually, you can get nowhere, but collectively, that is Igwebike, and that is where we stand. That is why IPOB is here. We must continue supporting our leader, supporting this struggle, making sure, because the more we support the struggle, we are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am telling you, because Igwebike, the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there suffering today is because of IPOB. It's not because he isn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no. So it's our collectivity. Don't mind what Ohanes and D-Boy is begging. They thought that everything is about begging. No, we beg. You cannot beg and get something good. A beggar, he lives miserable life. As a beggar. That is the thing. IPOB, we are not beggars. We stand on our right. We have we have our right. What we are doing is self-determination. It is under the Constitution of Nigeria, under international law, international charter. So we are doing the right thing, because the situation we are in Nigeria is not favorable to us at all. We want to grow, they don't want us to grow. They believe that they see us as people that are defeated in a war and we must be subjugated. And we say no to it. We must fight in order to liberate ourselves from that situation which they put us. So, whether you are an IPOB member or not, please support, contribute your efforts, contribute your quota in what we are doing. Biafra remains our ideology. Biafra remains our religion. We must continue to making sure that we achieve our goal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. That is it. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Lenda la dima, ndizu, nina no barama, ndiokuwa, abiakwala noso, kahakwa tusu Biafra, mana chukwu kikabia magika inamagao, mana chukwu kikabia magika inamagao, na nyigala, ubabu ganyi jemero
the land of the rising sun is a home of hope, of the Biafrans. The fire of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwa Biama.
Ebeka bonosi Biafra, Ebeka bonosi Biafra, Gaipara, Biafra, Ganeboso Kabiri, Agaipara, Biafra, Ganeboso Kabiri, Biafra, Ganebo. IPOB, one big family.